pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing today? This is a gorgeous Friday, March 27th. Hope you're having a wonderful day, as it's going to cool down a little bit today after that big hot heat wave that went through the last couple of days. The heat dome has burst. I told somebody yesterday that I should have been a weatherman I probably was a weatherman in a previous life. Well, maybe not. I don't think they didn't even much invented the job in any of my previous lives, since I'm 60 years into this one. But yeah, a gorgeous day today. Gonna be after the early morning clouds clear out. It's gonna turn into a pretty day. Maybe a little coolish, but it's March. That's kind of what one is to expect in March. Hello, folks. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is our weekly sports show, Take the Points, our Take the Points show. I'm by myself, as Weeze has... Weeze could not be here today. He had some work issues that he kind of needed to work out, and same thing for Lucas. So it's just me, you, and the TV today. We're going to talk NCAA basketball Sweet 16 today. You notice, well, I'm shooting this. Okay, I'll tell you, I'm shooting this on Thursday afternoon. So I'm wearing my orange. I know Illinois. I know Illinois is playing Thursday night. We're going to talk about Thursday night's games as well as Friday night's games, because when I'm shooting this show, we won't know, and I want it on record how right I am about stuff, or for that matter, how wrong I am about stuff. But we're going to talk NCAA basketball, baseball. Getting underway. How about that? We're going to talk. It's opening day today. Opening day on Thursday. And how about we'll talk a little bit about Wabash having the Cardinals back on. Talk about right under the limbo bar there. Just barely got it in on time. But the Cardinals are underway. Of course, the Cubs and the White Sox already on Wabash, and we'll have all that stuff for you here in just a few minutes. What are some community events taking place in and around our area today? I have a few today up in Flora at the Clay County Hospital this morning and afternoon. It started a couple of hours ago. The Wild Rose Boutique was at the Clay County Hospital. The Wild Rose Boutique from 8 o'clock to 3 p.m. A nursing graphics boutique, clothing, denim shorts and jeans, as well as who knows what else the Clay County Boutique's going to present. Cash, checks, and payroll deductions if you just buy them out. I mean, by all means, take your payroll deduction to buy some clothes. That's cool. What else is going on today? The Bluford Ruritan Club. Of course, it's Friday. It's got to be a fish fry somewhere. The Bluford Ruritan Club is hosting a fish fry tonight, and they're inviting the community to their fish fry. It's going to be from 5 to 7 at the Bluford Ruritan building. That's at 814 6th Street in Bluford. And that's not the township building. It's the Ruritan building. For $15 a plate, you'll get fish, french fries, baked beans, coleslaw, dessert, and drink. There you go. All proceeds will go toward the planned upgrades and improvements with the Ruritan Community Building. Club members expressed their gratitude to the community for their ongoing support. They the club spokesperson quoted, "We appreciate everyone who supports the Ruritans and helps as continue serving Bluford." That's what they wrote. We appreciate everyone who supports the Ruritans and helps us continue serving Bluford. I misread it. It's perfect grammar. That's perfect. What else going on here on this Friday night? Traveling Salvation Show, a tribute to Neil Diamond. That's going to be up at the Big Effingham Performance Center on Friday night. Neil Diamond rocks. At least that's what they contend. That's at 7 o'clock, by the way. And the Traveling Salvation Show will prove it. This up-tempo, rock-oriented tribute to the legendary Neil Diamond will have you dancing and singing along with all of his classic hits. Don't confuse this with the AM radio version of Neil Diamond. Oh, no, this is going to be the rockin' version of Neil Diamond. Let's see. The Traveling Salvation Show is a hard-driving 10-person ensemble that works to recreate the energy of Neil Diamond's live arena performances while incorporating their own rock flair. Wearing sequins is not required, but encouraged. I gotta tell you, that you'll probably hear Sweet Caroline over and over and over, or whatever that is. Who knows? Who knows what they're gonna play? Yeah. I think you're better off. Now that'll be fun. That'll be fun. But you can go down to DuCoin, go to the big Extreme Bowl Bash. It's going on tonight and tomorrow night down in DuCoin, put on by the Wolf Cattle Company up there in Effingham. They do an outstanding job. We had Parker on the show here last week. He and Howard Wolf, but they do an outstanding job. And they're going to have Gary Allen on stage tonight. Well, first of all, they're having the Bulls down in DuCoin, and you can ride the Bulls and do whatever you want. Well, you can't, but watch people try to ride the Bulls. And then they'll have a concert afterward. Gary Allen will be there on Friday night, and Tracy Lawrence playing on Saturday night. My heavens, that is fantastic. That's going to be. You can go to Facebook, go to Extreme Bull Bash. Just put in your Google search engine Extreme Bull Bash, and it'll bring up all the information you need. Great seats available still. What else is going on this weekend? On Saturday, a benefit breakfast. Benefit breakfast for the Clay City Firehouse. They're needing new equipment. The Clay City Fire Department will have their annual spring breakfast and gun raffle on Saturday from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Menu is all-you-can-eat pancakes, sausage links, biscuits and gravy, milk, juice, coffee. Against by donations, they will have the gun raffle tickets available. As I presume at the end of the morning, they'll be drawing that. I don't know for sure. But if you bought gun raffle tickets, you probably know. Excuse me. Also Saturday, another fish fry. You can have the fish in Bluford on Friday night. Saturday night, go to the fish fry at Sisney. Sisney's Fire Department throwing their big fish fry. The Bedford Township Fire Department holding their annual fish fry from 4:30 to 6:30 Saturday night. Meal consists of fried fish, fries, hush puppies, coleslaw, drinks. Cost only $13 there. Maybe you're getting different fish. Maybe you're getting better fish, worse fish. Go to both and judge for yourself. I like that kind of thinking. There you go. Also on Saturday in Louisville, the Hoosier Prairie Baptist Church, in conjunction with the Bethel Christian Church, be conducting a free food distribution March 28th. Food boxes will be available from 9 until 10 in front of the BG Distributors in Louisville. You know where that is, right as you're coming into town on the not the Kinmundy Road. I guess that'd be the Sailor Springs Road. You're on the other side. BG Distributors, you'll find it. Items included are meat, along with dairy, bread, and other grocery items. Food boxes are prepared for anyone, no income requirement, and age restriction or forms to fill out. So there you go. No forms to fill out for income, age, or whatever else. They are asking folks to line up on Main Street and pull up and they'll place the food in your car. tough times for everybody. And if you're having tough times, by all means, you don't want to starve. Feed your family, stay healthy and nutritionally, because you don't want to fall behind. Bone Gap Volunteer Fire Department, they're having a fundraiser as well. This will be the annual chicken barbecue fundraiser over at Bone Gap. This is an annual event, features a menu of half barbecued chicken, homemade beans, homemade tater salad, all available for a free will donation. Throw them a gigantic $20 or $30. Throw them a $30 bill. See what happens. That'll be good. This year's fundraiser held as a drive-through event for added convenience and safety. All proceeds from the barbecue go toward the purchase and maintenance of essential firefighting equipment. Few other items to tell you about here on Saturday. Texas Hold'em Poker Tournament fundraiser. That's going to be at the Central City Lions Club down by Centralia. The fundraiser from noon until you're out. It says here 5 o'clock, but you may go longer than that, may go less than that. And it's to help build that or to help pay for that Veterans Memorial Wall. The doors will open 11:30. Shuffle up and deal at 1. $30 buy-in and as well as $30 buy-in and bounty. Rebuys and add-ons also $30. Probably only going to be able to do that for about the first turn or two. Food will be served. If you have any questions, give them a call at 292-6310. A few more items to tell you about up in Salem. Up in Salem on Saturday from 6 o'clock till 9 o'clock, it's trivia night. Yay, this is going to be fun. Salem Community Activities Center, $80 a table, up to 8 people per table. You can buy mulligans, bonus rounds. They'll also have a 50-50. If you have questions or want to reserve your table, give them a call at 548-6261. Music bingo. This is going to be at the Centralia Elks Lodge, fundraiser for the Marion County Democrats. Over $1,000 in prizes. Wow, that's a bunch. 4 games to be played on the same card, raffles for 50-50, as well as prizes for best table decor and costume. Purchase tickets at MarionCountyILDemocrats.com or at the door. I didn't realize that was a political event. My bad. Shopping event in downtown Effingham this weekend. The Bunny Bash taking place from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. on Saturday. This will be fun. The theme is family fun plus shopping. Doesn't say what it equals, but that's what it is. It equals a bunny bash. That's what it equals. From 9 a.m., it'll be the downtown egg hunt. Businesses will put eggs around the downtown area Saturday morning. Coupons for other businesses will be inside the eggs, as well as candy, who knows what. Inside stores for adults to find Friday and Saturday. Easter Bunny will be walking around downtown. What is that, next weekend? I guess Sunday. Sunday's Palm Sunday, isn't it? Bunny will be walking around town. Also, 4-H animals will be probably not walking around much, but 4-H animals will be downtown, and that'll be a good time. Kids craft stations around the downtown as well. Last year, they distributed 2,500 to 3,000 eggs filled with candy, coupons, and toys. That's good, clean fun right there. What else? One final event to tell you about. Already talked about the Neil Diamond thing on Friday night. Fake news on Saturday night. A tribute to Huey Lewis. This is at the Effingham Performance Center as well. Come feel the power of love. Fake news is a tribute to the incomparable Huey Lewis and the news that emphasizes recreating the energy of the band's live performances with the accompaniment of the Tower of Power horns. That's cool. Tower of Power horns are good. Get ready to be transported back in time. You see what they did there? As fake news plays all of Huey's greatest hits the way you remember them, all performed inside an elaborate stage production that leaves no doubt that the heart of rock and roll is still beating. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah. Yeah, I grew up in the 1980s. I know all the Huey Lewis. I'll tell you what. I went to a Huey Lewis concert. I had a gal take me to a Huey Lewis concert. I didn't realize it was a date or not. Apparently it wasn't. Never went out with her again. It might have been a date now that I'm thinking about it, but it wasn't. It didn't work out that way. But I had 7th row tickets to Huey Lewis and the News at Assembly Hall in Champaign. Not my proudest moment. But it was fun. Actually, now that thinking about it, it was probably a date, and she asked me. Makes it even more not my proudest moment. There we go. So let's get off of that. What else is going on today, ladies and gentlemen? It is National Paella Day here on March 27th, the annual observance of National Spanish Paella Day, a rice dish from Spain. Paella has become very popular and it's known worldwide. It originated in its modern form about 150 years ago in Valencia on the east coast of Spain. At lunchtime, the workers in the fields would make this rice dish in a flat pan over a fire. They mixed in whatever they could find, such as rabbits, snails, vegetables. Later, for special occasions, chicken was added. Paella has spread to every region of Spain and worldwide, using almost any type of ingredient that goes well with rice. Most of the times around here you'll see it mixed with that's mainly some shrimp in that one. That looks good. That looks outstanding. This has been, can you serve this as a side dish? Sure, although it's a good main dish. You ever had paella? I don't think I had it till like 15 years ago. Never knew about it. Fantastic! I love good paella. If it's done right, with the Mexican or Spanish rice and all the outstanding seafood, you can't get better than that. So what else is going on this weekend? Saturday is National Respect Your Cat Day. Now on March 28th, folks, stop pretending we're the bosses and lean into the reality of National Respect Your Cat Day. This is a time to acknowledge the truth. Your cat is better than you. Well, I don't know about that. Before you get started, acknowledge that how many years of history, how many years since cats have been domesticated, do you think? What do you think the number is? 9,500 years. They were domesticated 7,500 BC. Let's see. There's also, from pharaohs to pillows. We're pretty positive we know why cats have an entitled personality. Started a long time ago when the ancient Egyptians worshipped cats as gods. Cats really have never forgotten that little piece of their ancestry throughout history. They've been the ultimate sailing mate for sailors. They would ride on, they would go on ships because they killed the rats, and the perfect guard to protect crops from pests for farmers. Today, their job is mainly to judge you from a distance, watching you move and lurking around the corners. And actually, with me, they like to step under your feet and make you fall down. That's just kind of what my cat does. My normal source of information here did not have the history of National Respect Your Cat Day, but I saw another place come up with it. Look at this. On March 28th, 1384. Richard II of England issued an edict forbidding the consumption of cats. That reason is as good as any other that I can come up with, I guess, if you're going to celebrate March 28th. Richard II was the lion-hearted, wasn't he? So, yeah. I guess that makes sense. Him being a lion-hearted, because he stopped people from eating cats. Oh, now see, it's all coming together, isn't it? Yeah, now you understand. What else is going on this weekend? Oh, my heavens, this one I can get behind. Tomorrow is National Black Forest Cake Day. Oh, yeah. Now, this recognizes the decadent and delicious dessert, pardon me. It's Black Forest cake is the English name for the German dessert Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte, meaning Black Forest cherry torte. Most often, bakers layer several sheets of chocolate cake with whipped cream and cherries between each layer to make Black Forest cake. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's see, then they decorate the cake with whipped cream, maraschino cherries, and chocolate shavings. Some traditional recipes call for some sour cherries between the layers. In Germany, a liqueur is a mandatory ingredient as well. The cake is named after the specialty liquor, Schwarzwälder Kirschwasser, from the region of the Black Forest Schwarzwald mountain range in southwestern Germany. I've been there. I've been to the Black Forest. It's pretty dark. Yeah, they don't. There's in a whole lot of shade getting into the bottom of the forest. It makes sense to why the cakes would be this color. So again, where does it get its name? It's a it says here the brandy. It's because of the brandy used to make it. All right, what kind of frosting is good? A light vanilla frosting complements the rich flavors of your Black Forest cake. What's on TV? What do you want to see on television? Ladies and gentlemen, today, baseball. It's underway. We've had a few games for you. Hope you've enjoyed them. Robinson is at Flora. That'll be at 4:30. Mark's going to be doing that one. I'll be up at T-Town as Fairfield plays the Shoes, and that'll be on Catch TV 100. I believe the other one's on 99. NBA basketball, the Clippers are at the Pacers. That's on FanDuel Channel 370. The Bulls are at Oklahoma City on CSN Plus, Chicago Sports Network Channel 354 at 7. Rockets at the Grizzlies at 7 also. That's on FanDuel 371, FanDuel Plus. Hockey, the Blackhawks at the Rangers, Chicago Sports Network Channel 353. No Cardinals today. Cardinals, Cubs, and White Sox all taking Friday off. Basically, they all get Friday off in case it rains on Thursday, so it's their rain delay thing. But your Cardinals channel is channel 372. 372 for the Cardinals. It's there. Enjoy. Hope they have a good year. Let's see on the NCAA basketball on CBS at 6:10 tonight. St. John's versus Duke, and that'll be followed by Michigan State versus UConn. If you have TBS and True TV, TBS is 272, True TV is 284. You'll get at 6:35 Alabama versus Michigan, and Tennessee versus Iowa State. Let's talk basketball. We'll do that when we return. Thanks so much for tuning in. Back in just a moment.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. People, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hey folks, welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. I guess I need to do that like that more often. Wabash! Big weekend getting started in basketball this weekend. The Final Four will be settled after Sunday night. It's one of the most enjoyable weekends of the year if you get a chance to. And plus, it's going to be pleasant weather. If you get, I mean, if you want to, if you can watch basketball, stay inside, go outside, put the TV up out there. It should be sunny anyway, not terrifically warm, but not bad. Yeah, it should be a pleasant weekend. Hope you can get out and enjoy it. NCAA basketball. How'd your bracket do? Did you do well? Actually, I was looking great until about Saturday night. Now I'm only in one bracket. I know you don't want to hear people talk about their brackets, and I won't tell you who messed me up or anything like that. That's because yours has probably been messed up as well. I'm only in one contest with about 180 people. I'm in 34th place going into Thursday night. That ain't too killing bad. I still have all my Final Four teams, and I'm okay with that. So, yeah, how's your bracket doing? I hope you're doing better than I am. Here's what the current bracket looks like. As you see, the East up there with Duke, St. John's, and UConn, along with Michigan State. Well, let's just take a look at a little. Let's close it in a little bit, and here's what the bracket is down to for the Sweet 16, taking out all the rest of the teams. You see that Arizona, Duke, and Michigan have survived. Who's missing? Florida, defeated by Iowa on Sunday. Iowa gets Nebraska. Illinois gets Houston on Thursday night, and also on Thursday night they're playing that would be the West over in San Jose, California. San Jose, with Arizona taking on Arkansas on Thursday night, and Texas taking on Purdue. How do you like your bracket so far? Are you doing okay? Here's the Big Ten seems to be liking the whole thing a lot more than anybody else. No mid-majors remaining. All the Cinderellas are gone. Even though there's an 11 seed still remaining and a 9 seed, those are. Well, the 11 seed is Texas, and they are maybe the second largest. They have the second largest pile of money of any athletic department, so you can't really call them a Cinderella. But yeah, here's what the conference by conference it looks like, and the Big Ten still with 6 teams to go. This is again before Thursday night's action. SEC with 4, and 2 of those will play on Thursday. Of the Big Ten, I believe 4 of those are playing on Thursday. The Big 12 has 3 teams remaining. The Big East with 2 and ACC with just 1, but that one is a pretty salty one in there in Duke. When you look at the let's take a look. I tell you what, let's do. That was the one I was looking for. Here is here are the odds to get to the Final Four for each team remaining, other than Illinois. I tell you what, let's do. We're going to take a quick break. We'll go over bracket by bracket, and we're going to get you some money. Back after these.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
I'm Beth Cooper.
And I am Stacey Earlywhite, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
Goldfinger, trying to destroy the courthouse, I see.
Precisely, Mr. Brown.
Too bad, Goldfinger. I've got a secret weapon.
Huh?
Building center. Zinc building center.
We'll need new lumber, doors, paint, windows, plumbing, electrical.
And what's cool?
Zinc Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash. Let's take a look at the top half. What do you say? This is the top half. This is the East. Duke won a couple of, they won a close one against Siena. They were able to wallop TCU after that. Nice way for St. John's also to get out there as St. John's defeated Kansas. St. John's led that all the way. Kansas caught them at the very end and just gave up a layup for some reason to St. John's. That kind of thing happens after Kansas gave St. John's all they wanted. And then you see down there at the bottom half, Michigan State defeated Louisville and North Dakota State. They will now face UConn. UConn handily handled UCLA. Had a little trouble with Furman, but Furman probably a little bit underseeded. They were a better team than that. Here are what the odds are in the East to win the region. So you can still, I mean, if you think anybody other than Duke is going to win that, you can make some pretty good money. Duke, a pretty heavy favorite. Well, let's see. Let me put it a different way. UConn, Sparty, and St. John's all pretty long odds going in to that bracket, and those aren't bad. I mean, basically the minus money giving it to Duke is. I don't know if it takes into account the injuries that Duke. Everybody has injuries, I guess, but yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good money. Are we going to make? You want me to make picks? That's a little bit late now. I've already made picks, and actually, my original bracket. I think I had St. John's coming out of this bracket. I'd have to go check my original bracket to be sure. So yeah, that St. John's game's a big pick for me. So yeah, I would. I like that. I really like this money on St. John's at 4.5 to 1 to win the bracket. Right? How's that look? That's the East. That'll be Friday night. Also on Thursday night, here's the West. Arizona plays Arkansas, and you have Texas and Purdue. That Texas-Purdue game is first on Thursday night. Texas got there with a nice win over Gonzaga, 74-68, after a nice win over BYU by 8 points. And they also defeated who'd they beat? NC State in the play-in games. So Texas last week played 3 games in 5 days. They flew all over the place. Flew from Texas to Dayton to Portland to play the last 2 games. And might they be tired? Well, they didn't use their own arms as wings, but my arms are so tired. No, they didn't do that. But Arizona, probably by all rights, the main pick here to win out in the West. I think that's a kind of a strong number. Purdue, as you see, Purdue only plus 210. That's not a bad number for Purdue. They can defeat. They're a 7.5 point favorite over Texas to Arkansas. If Purdue beats Texas, Purdue, they'd be favored over Arkansas most likely, and probably only a 2 or 3 point dog to the Arizona Wildcats. So there's some thought. There is some thought there that you might be able to get something. Now, is Purdue healthy? They have a kid that was injured. I believe his name's C.J. Cox, one of their guards. He was injured last week. They thought that he'd blown his knee out. Turns out it was just hyperextended. So, and they call him questionable for the game on Thursday night. Does that mean he plays? The NCAA rules say if you're questionable, you are 70% likely to play. I don't know. Who knows if the kid will play? So yeah, there you have that. Arizona, the big heavy favorite. Well, pretty heavy favorite here in the West. All those taking place, and that again kind of leads us into the full bracket. This is for to win the entire tournament. Kind of makes sense that Arizona is the second pick here, because their trip is a little bit easier than, say, Duke's, or for that matter, Houston. They're not giving a whole lot of shrift to the South region. I tell you what we'll do. We're going to give a lot of shrift. Is that a word? It is a word, right? We're going to give a lot of shrift to the South region here in just a moment. We'll talk about the South and the Midwest. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back right after these words. Stick around.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Hello, I'm Beth Cooper.
And I am Stacey Earlywine, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
Goldfinger, trying to destroy the courthouse, I see.
Precisely, Mr. Bob.
Too bad, Goldfinger. I've got a secret weapon.
Huh?
Building center. Zinc building center.
We'll need new lumber, doors, paint, windows, plumbing, electrical.
What's good?
Zinc Building Center and Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
Hey folks, welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Let's take a look at the South bracket. And I'll tell you what, let's do first. We'll save the South for last. We'll go Midwest bracket first here. We're kind of going let's see, I guess looking at the screen, we're kind of going clockwise around the bracket. Here's, of course, we've talked about the East and the West. Let's take a look at the Midwest down there with Michigan, the big dog in the Midwest. Here's what happened in the Nobody has come close to Michigan as they knocked off Howard by 21. They knocked off St. Louis by 23. And St. Louis is a good team. I mean, that's the thing. That win over St. Louis was dominating. St. Louis is a good team, but they're kind of shorthanded playing somebody like Michigan. You also have Texas Tech falling to Alabama. Alabama out there playing Michigan. Speaking of shorthanded, Alabama's point guard, who came into the tournament averaging 18 points a game. Well, let's say he came into the tournament. He didn't get a play in the tournament. He, of course, he was busted for possession with intent to sell. He had 2 pounds of weed. Oh, he had a kilogram, almost, not quite. He had a kilogram of weed, and not for personal uses. So that kind of affects that. But Alabama still went on to win over Hofstra and over Texas Tech. Texas Tech was kind of banged up as well. Their best player got hurt late in February, and he's JT Toppin, and they were shorthanded. But Alabama's stepping up in class to take on Michigan, that's for sure. Then you have Tennessee with the wins over Miami of Ohio, the 32-1 squad, and then a nice win over Virginia, the 3 seed. Virginia was the 3, beat them by 7, and it was dominant performance. They led it the entire way. Virginia was behind by like 15 late or halfway through the second half. They scored a few to make it close, but it was not a close matchup there between those four. And then you have Iowa State, who is a outstanding team. Iowa State with wins by 19 and by 34. By the way, I didn't even mention earlier Arizona with the win of the tournament, winning by, 55 in one game. So yeah, Michigan, Alabama, Tennessee, and Iowa State. How do they look in the odds? Boy, Iowa State's not getting any respect. I just don't understand it. I really don't. Michigan's good. Don't get me wrong. Michigan is a good team. Iowa State, though, they're not even getting as much respect as Purdue. Purdue was plus 210. Iowa State plus 250. Iowa State has some big wins this year, and I don't understand why they're not getting any respect. I can understand Alabama being 11-1 to win the regional. I can understand Tennessee being 7-1. That's probably Rick Barnes. I mean, he got them there, but yeah, they're not that good a team. But I don't understand Iowa State, and let me put it this way: that looks very interesting. So you have those numbers. Let's go finally to the South. Oh, here we go. I can barely even talk about it because the games are Thursday night here, and by the time you're watching this on Friday morning, I'm either crawled up into a fetal position ball or something, or I'm out having a good time. Iowa versus Nebraska. Iowa got there with a win over number one seed Florida, and that was a fantastic basketball game. Iowa led most of the way, but never by more than 4 or 5 points. There's Florida. It was Florida had the 59-point win over Prairie View. I thought it was Arizona. It was Florida. And then you have Nebraska with a tight one upsetting Vanderbilt, even though they were the higher seed. Vanderbilt was favored by 3 or 4 points to beat Nebraska. So a nice win for Nebraska right there. Illinois with wins of 35 points and then 21 points, taking on a Houston squad with wins of 31 points and 31 points. Something's got to give in that Illinois-Houston game. That's going to be on Thursday night. If you're watching this Friday morning, Illinois has already won it and has already moved on to the Elite Eight for Saturday. So just keep that in mind. But you can't. Here we are in Illinois. Legally, you can't bet on Illinois as a choice. So that's why the South Region winner is you've got Houston at plus 110, Nebraska at plus 450, and Iowa at plus 180 or plus 800. What would Illinois be if they were in this? Well, I checked. They would be plus 210. So Illinois, this one basically the most wide open of all the regionals because you have 3 Big Ten teams in there and Houston, and it's at Houston. They're playing 2 miles from campus. Illinois is plus 210. I can't bet it. I'm not betting it, but Illinois is plus 210. And in this one, if you look over the course of where Illinois is, of course they're not in here, but Illinois is about plus 1,400 to win it all. So they're about the 6th choice behind Michigan and all those other ones. Last year, 4 number 1 seeds made the Final Four. This year, that isn't going to happen. Well, how many number 1s will be knocked out this weekend? I just hope that the number 3 in the South gets out or gets through, gets another game. Let's just hope for that. Hold fingers crossed. Go Illini, ILLINI. That's what I'm going to leave that with. Let's talk baseball. Baseball season's coming up, and I got to tell you, you're going to enjoy this next 7 or 8 minutes of the show. We're going to talk baseball food. Back after these.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Appreciate it. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much. Baseball season started Wednesday night. Actually, the Yankees and the Giants, and the Yankees just poured it on. The Giants knocked the tar out of them, and will the Yankees be really good this year? Who will be really good this year? The Dodgers have won 2 World Series in a row. Basically, the way they play the regular season, though, they kind of want to make sure they make the playoffs. They'll rest people. They'll put them on the DL, IL, and then when the playoffs come, they want to make sure everybody's healthy. How many games will the Cardinals win this season? Well, Vegas has these numbers for us, and this is actually about, they've got from 5 weeks ago, or 6 weeks ago, February 10th, when these opened, and then you have what they are now, and also the amount of change. Apparently, there is some optimism in St. Louis, as the Cardinals have moved from 69.5 to 70.5. They've moved up a game. That's good to see. Other teams that we follow, Chicago, you see them down there they've dropped a game. They are 88.5. They started out the season, the preseason at 89.5. I do have some commentary. One of the folks that I follow closely is he thinks that he takes the Cubs over 89.5 because, well, they picked up Alex Bregman. They lost Kyle Tucker to free agency. Kyle Tucker was a good player. He was good, and he's going to be good on the Dodgers. But they replaced him with Alex Bregman. As well, they have a set-in-stone closer now, Daniel Palencia. He was a part of the closer by committee group last year, but now they've settled on him to be their closer, and he did real well for Venezuela, as Venezuela won the World Baseball Classic, and they're basically a complete team. They are picked, as you see, to win the division as Milwaukee only picked for 84 and a half wins. The Cardinals at 69.5, Pittsburgh and Cincinnati both with around 80 wins. Let's see, where are they? Pittsburgh at 76 wins, and Cincinnati not on that chart. They've got to be. There they are, 83.5 wins. So I don't know. This is I don't know. This is it's a tricky business, betting on wins and losses. This dude's picking the Cubs over 89.5 or over 88.5. You know what you can do? Rather than pick wins and losses, you go to the baseball game and just go to eat. They have good stuff at the baseball games, and the Cardinals, I've only pulled the Cardinals' new stuff. Cardinals put some new stuff out there, and this might be of some interest. Are you going to go to a Cardinal game this year? I'm going to Cardinal games this year. Even though they're not going to be, they're not supposed to win a ton of games, they're going to be playing hard because they're pretty young. And they're trying to impress and get their next contracts. I don't think they're getting paid much. The pitching staff might be tough to watch, but hopefully the hitters are exciting. But they have I got 4 new items here to show you from the concession stands that are of varying degrees of really good or not good, and you might want to avoid. Here is ramen. This is called Birria Ramen Bowl. Shredded beef tossed in birria sauce and served over ramen noodles with onions, cilantro, and a lime wedge. This is going to be available out in the outfield at Intentional Walk. You see what they did there? Intentional Walk, section 103 is where you'll be able to find the ramen. I just don't know about ramen at a ballpark. But I like that it's got lime and beef in there. Beef with, I don't know, that just seems like an odd mixture all the way around. How about this one? There you go. The Big Chicken and Waffles. This is a Big Chicken Nashville hot chicken breast served between 2 warm Belgian waffles topped with pickles and big chicken sauce. This will be located in section 135 and 358. Yeah, that looks pretty interesting. I don't know what big chicken sauce is. I don't have a clue what big chicken sauce is, but that looks pretty interesting. I'm intrigued by the chicken and waffles. I hope it's a sweet sauce to put, if it's going to be Nashville hot chicken, hope it's a sweet sauce. And this one, Ooey Gooey Butter Cake. The Ooey Gooey Fried Gooey Butter Cake. Classic gooey butter cake dipped in a funnel cake batter, fried to a golden brown and served with whipped cream and a choice of dessert topping. This will be at the Gas House Grill, section 150. 150 is right behind home plate. Yeah, that looks like hundreds of calories for no good reason. Maybe thousands. But yeah, if you like gooey butter cake, oh my heavens, that might be the one to think about. And finally, I love the thought of this one. It's creative. It is outstanding. Hot dog burnt ends. Smoked all beef hot dogs cut into bite-sized pieces, glazed with barbecue sauce, and served with a side of potato salad. It'll be available at the Broadway Barbecue, section 109. Those are pieces of hot dogs, ladies and gentlemen. And they burn them up, put them in the sauce. Looks like they glaze them. Don't know about the tater salad at a baseball game. May not be the freshest, but boy, those burnt ends look pretty good. That's, to me, very creative. Baseball's back. Woohoo! Enjoy it, folks. We'll see you next time on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend and enjoy the basketball and the baseball. See you later.